The topic I was asked, or I elected to speak on this afternoon, is the subject of a book I recently wrote called A Farewell to Israel, The Coming Breakup of American Zionism. And the first point I would want to begin with is that I think one of the challenges for all of us is to try to think in historical terms. We tend to forget that the present is just a moment in history. As I look around the room, there are obviously people here who go back a little further than the mid-1960s, when Israel became a prominent fixture of American life. What's often forgotten is that when Israel was founded, and from that period, 1947 until 1967, for the first 2 decades of Israel's existence, it played a very minor role in the life of the American Jews, and it played a very minor role in American life generally. The reason is not too hard to find. After World War II, for reasons which haven't been yet thoroughly explained, all the main barriers to Jewish advancement in the United States began to fall away, and new opportunities opened up for American Jews to essentially make it in the United States. It's when the barriers in the professions, in university life and so forth, were finally lifted, and American Jewry began to enter the professions in significant numbers, which is to say there were now opportunities for American Jews to acquire power and privilege in the United States. And exactly at this moment, when American Jews are beginning to make it in the United States, suddenly this state comes into existence, which calls itself a Jewish state, and which claims the primary loyalty of all Jews around the world. And so now American Jews are faced with a serious dilemma. And the dilemma is, historically, Jews have always had to bear this burden of what was called dual loyalty. Namely, there was a claim that Jews had a formal loyalty to the states in which they resided, but there was also a claim that Jews had a super loyalty to international Jewry. And that was obviously used very much against Jews throughout their history, the claim that you can't really trust the loyalty of Jews to your country because they had a special loyalty to the Jewish people.